Wiki. Welcome to the Alert Warcraft 2 Productions, brought to you by war2usa.com, as well as War 2 Combat Edition at war2.ru. And don't forget to play at GOG, the legal way to play with the Alert, the best way to play. Alright, today we are going to see Equinox going to be allying Startale. I can't believe it. Those two are mortal enemies. And we shall see them allying versus SPB and our hero Shotgun. Last time Equinox Equinox allied Shotgun, but SPB and Startail backstabbed one another. It was pretty awesome. What a game. But this time, not gonna happen, as SPB now allying Shotgun. And the mortal enemies Equinox is gonna be allying Startail, who will be the most handsomest of all the land of Warcraft 2. These two, Startail and Equinox, often argue about who's more handsomer, and they are both pretty dang handsome. So it's a pretty good battle, very close. We'll see who's better at Wiki Warcraft 2 as those two ally on up to take on the best in Russia and the best in Australia. It's gonna be an exciting game here. We've already got a total of 133 views on Shotgun's Twitch TV, so the most popular Warcraft 2 video I have ever seen in the world has been Shotgun's Twitch TV. Meanwhile, he's going to repair his barracks and get himself a second pig farm, or a third, I should say. He wants to be able to pump out peons and grunts with the maximum amount of speed, and gonna repair his blacksmith as well, so he wants those upgrades to follow closely behind. Not gonna scout, or will he? Yes, he will. Before fake scouting. Just wanted to see if there was a tower rush out there, and then he'll simply await his opponent's arrival. He's hoping to get the 2v1 as he has two grunts now grouped up and are going to be able to catch those opponents one scout grunt if his opponent is so unfortunate to send that grunt out. But doesn't going to be looking like he has a neighbor, so he's going to group up his grunts here in the outskirts of his base and then move on out towards the middle of the map. A perfect place to perch up and be able to threaten all positions equally, even be able to perhaps help out his ally who's looking like he might be struggling a little bit as an enemy peon has wandered into his base. And yes, indeed, it is the small 5 lockdown. He's going to take the area behind the 5 o'clock position, but not in my town, says Shotgun, as he's already got grunts there to force the cancellation, and lots of peons here. This perhaps is Equinox. Equinox is gonna have the double tower rush, and 2 grunts arrive from Startail, most likely. So the mortal enemies teaming on up to do a very successful tower rush upon SPB, but SPB will likely be able to handle that. No noob at Warcraft 2. He's been playing Warcraft 2 for many years, and more people in more countries will shed tears when SPB passes on, because we have all played so many games with SPB. Not salty peanut butter, no, it is St. Petersburg, the best of the best of the best of all the Russian players, and the Russians put up the best of all Warcraft 2 servers. Alright, Startail in black as predicted, and it is Equinox who is attempting this bold tower rush and having quite a bit of success, but it looks like the grunt group up from our hero Shotgun has cocked, ready, unloaded to blast his way into this offense. 2 grunts gonna take out the catapult of SPB, but so many grunts arrive from Shotgun is gonna be able to easily stave off that tower rush, at least for the moment. And a sneaky tower placed right in the middle of SPB's base. That's going to be bad news for him, and SPB might just fall victim to the 2v1 in this Wiki Warcraft 2 extravaganza. Shotgun realizes this and pushes on up to tier number 2. So SPB has officially been destroyed. So will Shotgun make the comeback? His opponents have invested quite a bit of resources into that 2v1 tower rush. However, as long as they both survive, the longer that they do survive, it will become increasingly more difficult from Shotgun to reclaim the lead in this game. All right, looking for the chop out, looking for some kind of way to sneakily come back inside this game. And then he's going to push on up to tier number 3. LOL says Shotgun. He's probably upset with his ally for succumbing to that 2v1. However, it is difficult to do without a whole lot of support, as Shotgun kind of failed his ally in sending reinforcements. He has been able to reach tier number 3 more quickly, however, than both of his opponents. So if he's able to use that technology to destroy one of the two opponents, then he'll be able to make the comeback in this Wiki Warcraft 2 extravaganza, paid for and sponsored by the Struggle. He's so awesome. Don't forget to check him out. He plays on the GOG. We do have Dajin Pirate says work done. And KJ Colby 1978 says UH should have sent you his viewers. Ooh, sick burn, bro. However, Shotgun has quite a few more viewers. U83 03P, but U83 IO3P, the undisputed, not world champion at the moment. He was knocked out by the combined forces of Startale and WG from Teen Dynasty. So Startale playing in this game. And Shotgun gonna be taking on a world champion, the reigning world champion, I should say. U83 IO3P, I think fell to Lone and Virus. Actually teamed up to defeat him early on in the tournament. And then they went on to be defeated by Startale and WG. So Startale has that shiny championship belt to accompany his shiny championship ring. And the sparkly ring from that will distract everybody more than his beautiful beard will. And his beard is quite beautiful. I remember 10 years ago when I witnessed his Twitch TV, I still can quite clearly in my mind see how impeccable his beard was. Wiki Warcraft 2. Alright, here's the Bloodlusted Ogre Berserker Barrage that's initially moving on out. He's hoping to get one of his two opponents destroyed with this, looking for any kind of a chop out. And I think he does see a couple ogres have the opportunity to cause mayhem in the backside of the 9 o'clock spot. And then he's going to get his Death and Decay ready, so he can not only expand. Ooh, look at that. Bloodlust, Bloodlust has arrived for his opponent, and this 2v1 just got real. As Bloodlust is no longer... Actually, his opponent is a human, but look at the towers on that guy. 2 watchtowers upgraded to guard towers and a cannon tower to back it on all up. So not going to be a whole lot that Bloodlusted Ogres could do unaccompanied by Death and Decay. So he's going to have to up his technology game, research that Death and Decay, and skulk away for another day. Gonna send, here comes the Knights riding into action, just a 3-knight squad going to, and here finally our hero Shotgun comes to relieve his ally SPB, only a couple of days too late. There's nothing but a charred wasteland here left of SPB's base. But he wants to clear that out, as we well know that human players can get that blizzard walled off behind a walled base And the 11 o'clock already has quite a bit of difficulty expanding. So here's one mage without invisibility caught out in the open, gonna be hunted down by these bloodlustable ogres. And here's a full strike squad moving on out from shotgun. He's got that death and decay now, and he's gonna follow his bloodlusted ogre army assault up with a sweet death and decay. But the main army actually wandering on off and towards this 4 or 5 o'clock position, being used to deny any kind of expansion from the 9 and 11 o'clock player. The 11 o'clock player, especially, is going to need to have to hide a base somewhere around there with a blizzard mage there to protect it. If he's able to prevent that from happening, that 5,000 gold extra at the 11 o'clock spot will not save him. So this 2v1 shaping up pretty decently for Shotgun. He's got his expansion up and operationable. And the small 9 has now been taken by the black player. That would be Startale, the current reigning world champion of the 2v2 world, in which we are witnessing. Shotgun was sleeping during that tournament. He is in the country of Australia, so he rules that hemisphere and that side of the world. However, it is the time that tournaments do not take place. We have a couple of new Mino says, is this an FFA? Nah. 2v1 says insane. FOU. Alright, there we go. Wiki Warcraft 2. The 2v1 has become a 2v0. My thanks to the Trogglor, who brings you this episode. And Mimo Krokiti says, why so challenge? Well, I don't know, Mimo. Why?